Is a BMW with 700 horsepower wagon too much for the real world? Let's dive into it. Behind me is the 2026 M5 Touring. If you've never heard of an M5 Touring before, it's because it simply did not exist. Mercedes and Audi has made Avants and wagons for a long time, but this is BMW's first approach. So this being an M5, there is no M Sport, there is no M Light, there is one trim and one trim only. And as you see it here with the red brake calipers, the big fin, and the cool color, this comes standard. So if you wish to option the M5 Touring, you really don't have that many options to choose from. Since it comes standard with so much already, this car behind me is equipped with the executive package. Essentially, that's iconic kidney glowing grills. You also have ventilated seats and just a couple others. So like I said in the beginning, this is a 700 horsepower wagon. So to be specific, it's 720 horsepower and 730 pound-feet of torque. And for me personally, I think that's enough to get to the grocery store and back. So moving on to the inside of the M5, BMW's design team did not miss a beat. So BMW, even though this is the new design of the interior with the curved screen and the simple controls, you still have a very driver-focused interior. We have two M buttons, which is classic M. We have M1 and M2 where you can customize it to a specific mode that you like the best. We also have physical controls over here on the door. We have a cool electronic sliding control right here on the dashboard that's really modern and really neat. BMW also went very Tesla with a no vent design. Instead, they have these simple little controls right below the dashboard, and the vents are discreetly hidden inside the dash. So it's a much cleaner look. Instead, you have ambient lighting that in this specific configuration has the M colors, which is really cool. If you set up different modes like personal or sport or something along those lines, the ambient lighting actually changes with those modes, which kind of adds to the whole factor of the new M5 that you're driving. So directly in front of you, we have a bunch of different screens. We have the center screen right here, which is very simple, but also very informative as well. This center screen allows you to option your music. You can see your M specific controls like your temperatures and different things, but also BMW is really known for their heads up display. So where you can't see it, I can see a really big display projected right out in front of me. I have my speed, I have the speed limit. Right now I see the direction that I'm going. I can also see my music up there. I can have my navigation. Basically the options are endless up there. Moving over, we have the curved display right here. This is the iDrive system. So this is also what BMW is known for having an incredible system that's very user-friendly. We have climate control functions that are always permanent at the bottom of the screen, and a very quick access to change the temperature or turn on your seat climate or your heated seats, as well as a simple home control as well if you get lost inside the system. So moving down from the screen, we have two wireless chargers, which is really nice for you and your passengers. Past that, we have illuminated ambient lighting cup holders with additional storage on the door pockets as well. Moving past that, we have the center controls. So this is where BMW gets very generous in a way of allowing you even more control with that iDrive system. So if touch is really not your thing and you rather a physical control right here, we have a really beautiful glass control with an M logo in the center. We have a home button, a media button, telephone button, navigation button, and a back control as well if you get lost inside the screen. So remember when I mentioned these M1 and M2 buttons over here on the steering wheel? How do you set that up? So you go to setup down here, and then moving over onto the screen, we have this massive pie chart of essentially everything inside the car. We have drivetrain, we have energy recovery, we have Drivetronic, we have chassis, we have steering, we have brake, we have M xDrive, we have M sound, and you can basically customize this to whatever you want. First, you select what you want on the screen, and then you go to configuration 1 or 2, and then it will save to your specific settings that you like. So one of my favorite features on this car is the M xDrive. So essentially what that does is it allows you to configure where your power is. So if you want it on all 4 wheels, which BMW is really rear biased always, so even though you have all 4 wheels going, it's always going to send 60% to the back. If you want to configure it so it's all the way 100% on the back, you can do that as well. So essentially you go into mDrive and then 2-wheel drive, and then you can turn off DSC, which is BMW's traction control, and you can have a bunch of fun in this winter climate. So one of the standard features on this M5 is Parking Assistance Pro. And if you don't know what that is, this is probably BMW's best parking assistant feature yet. It's basically a 360 camera that you have views from all the way around. We can see a side view that is, you can see your wheels so you don't curb them. You can see both sides if you want. You can also set it up so it automatically switches between front and rear. And if you're going into a tight situation, it'll also change the angle so you can see a little bit better. Beyond that, we have features with this Parking Assistance Pro as well. So we have, of course, a self-parking assistant feature that allows you to scan for parking spaces that are parallel or vertical, and you can park either nose in or back in if you would like. And then past that, we have the backup assistant. So that is basically where it will remember the last 150 feet or so, and it will actually drive you back. So if you have a tight driveway or something like that, and you don't want to crank the wheel every single time, it will do it for you. Beyond that, we have the panorama view, which is my personal favorite. So essentially what that does is it will allow you to get an ultra wide 180 view of either the front or the rear, depending on if you're backing up or going forward. And beyond that, you can actually set up activation points. So I have this specific point in my drive where I need to see around two big cars or a tight alleyway. I can set this up so every time that I go to that specific spot, it always opens up these cameras so I can see around. Once you set the activation point, it will allow you to go ahead and see this 180 view of the front or rear. And this also comes with front cross traffic or rear cross traffic. And why that's helpful is that if you're pulling out of an alleyway where you can't see these cars coming through, the car will warn you as well as stop if it needs. This is a really great feature, and it comes with so many more things on top of that. So in my personal opinion, the M5 Touring is a do-everything, every man's daily driver. It's a luxury cruiser, it's a hybrid grocery getter, and it is a 700 horsepower wagon. What could you not love? This car is available here at BMW Peabody, part of the Lionwa Auto Group.